Welcome back to Magic Untapped right here on YouTube. I am Barry White. As many Magic the Gathering players and collectors probably already know, Innistrad was a top-down design set and block. But what does it mean to be a top-down design? Well, Magic the Gathering head designer Mark Rosewater is here to explain exactly that.
The difference between a top-down set and a bottom-up set is, in a bottom-up set, the structure is all about the mechanics. But in a top-down set, you let the flavor guide the structure of the set. Meaning, if I took all the flavor off of it, I took off the art and the names, and I showed you the set, you would have no idea why it's together. Like, if you strip the creative elements in a top-down set, it just looks like it doesn't make any sense. Where if I strip the elements of a bottom-up set, you're like, oh, I get it. I see the mechanical thing you're doing here. So if you took Ravnica and strip all the guilds and everything from it, you still get it's a two-color set. Like, you understand the structure of the set. But if you strip everything, all the flavor off of Innistrad, you're not, like, oh, well, I see this component, but it's not going to all tie together. What makes it all tie together is within the sense of what we're doing, of the flavor ties it all together. Magic in its early days, like Richard did Arabian Nights, obviously was top down. We had done Champions of Kamigawa block, which was top down. Champions of Kamigawa block had a lot of problems with it. It didn't really go the way we wanted it to, and it was not a great example of a top down block. And so Innistrad was really saying, okay, let's kind of start from scratch. What do we want to do to make an awesome top down block? I really like the idea of using a genre cluster, horror. That's something that people know, and there's a lot to work with. One of the nice things about top-down using genre tropes is people are very familiar with them. People watch a lot of horror movies and horror TV shows and horror books, and so people are they know the things you're playing around with are stuff that people know very well. The reason I think I liked the horror genre was it's very fantasy adjacent. That one of the things when you look at other genres is, like, how far apart is it from the genre you're centered in? Magic's centered in fantasy. So I wanted something that we could do fantasy, but do that other genre. And horror really blends really well. And Gothic horror blends especially well because it's even, it takes place in the past, which a lot of fantasy does. And so it felt kind of right.
Thanks for the explanation, Mark. Very interesting as always. And thank you for watching. If you like content like this, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and toss a buck in our Patreon tip jar if you're feeling so generous. I'll see you next time.